From the said haunted apartment of TikTok user Louis, living all alone, there were several stories about the incidents shared long time ago, and it still had been quite a 3 a.m. spook for people of how things turn out. This footage being one of the evidences. Even though the user states that he was the only one present in the apartment, there's no explanation to the weird screaming then. The paranormal channel of urban ghost hunters, they had let a spirit in their house as of prior explorations by them, but today they head back to the location where they seem to have gotten the spirit following them, the most haunted location in the US, Oakville Hospital. To uncover more proofs, they managed to capture these activities. Did you notice? As the cameraman tilts his camera to the left, there can be seen a dark entity that quickly moves away into the wall. Unnoticed by them at first what that figure was, the figure shape was too prominent to be just a shadow. Then what did it belong to? A clip shared by a Reddit user who was exploring around his new house-to-be until recent days where weird activities started to happen in the attic mostly. This time he goes alone to check in and caught this. As he was walking around, there was heard something breaking even though he was the only one who came alone. Who knows? Maybe in the attic there already resides something that has been living there for decades before any humans. What do you think? A take of an investigation conducted by Mad Vlad, who in his previous part of the video, has been experiencing strange activities and states to have been haunted by something. As months went by, he finally decided to uncover the source behind his haunting and went out to investigate. This time was no less than the previous horrors he faced. Through the CCTV cam, there can be seen a strange web-like spirit floating around the place for some time, and moments later the dog seems to be disturbed by something, and oddly enough it seems to go into the very corner where the spirit was floating. Hard for a dog to act, which makes the footage genuinely scary. What do you think? A photograph shared by a Reddit user who claims to have caught a spirit on his camera nearby a cemetery, but how true the statement is. If we look closely, there can be seen a shadow behind one of the tombstones. The shadow seems to have form of a man, but could it be reflection for something else? Museum of Shadows is housed in a historic building in downtown Omaha, Nebraska. With the numerous amount of hauntings reported, voted one of the nation's most haunted museums, this being one of the proofs of it. On the left side, the wheelchair is seen moving by itself, which triggered the motion detector, with no one around it. How was that possible? Generated hoax or something paranormal? You decide. A strange phenomenon shared by a TikTok user Inarosita from Indonesia, where the mother was randomly recording her child doing silly things until something out of ordinary happened. This is what she caught. The door behind the child is seen moving, which gets noticed by the mother, resulting in her to creep out. The clip ends there, but does the horrors? A Reddit user who states, "Me and my girl left the house for a bit, and we wanted to see which dog kept tearing up our stuff. So to find out, we put up a camera, and later while going over the footage, we get a random notification, and at first it's nothing, but then when we looked closely, we were left shocked." If you try looking closely into the hallway, you can see a dark shadow person which moves to the left. The couple claimed to have left the house with no one behind, nor they saw any thief entering from the main door camera. Then where did the shadow figure come from? The Pakistani team of paranormal investigation, SAYA, shares rather a solo exploration, this time taking place in an area close to a village with something that had been haunting the place for decades. It was a passed down word about the jinn that lives close to the tree, and as what people have seen with their eyes, they don't doubt it at all, and this is going to be same for you.
पूनम, आपके ये बात करने के दौरान भी ऐसे लग रहा है जैसे कोई साथ साथ चल रहा है। आवाज आ रही थी कदमों की प्रॉपर।
ये काला कपड़ा पड़ा हुआ है, क्या कोई मुर्गी पड़ी हुई है? कि किसी बच्चे के दौड़ने की आवाज़ें आ रही थी जो सेम यहाँ पे आ रही हैं, और वो पूरा घर वाइब्रेट कर रहा था। ये शाहिद जी।
खुरम अल्लाहु अकबर।
At first, some movements are heard, but then the pots are heard hitting, making a sound.
जैसे कि वो एक हमने एपिसोड किया था अल्लाहु अकबर।
उधर 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 दिखाएं अंदर। ये कहाँ से है?
खुनम ये बिल्कुल ना इधर पड़ा हुआ था इस जगह पे
यार, उधर से उठा के फेंका किसी ने।
ये हाँ देखें बिल्कुल मेरे सामने।
अगर आप गौर करें, शायद चमगादड़ें और कुत्ते एक साथ अपीयर हुए हैं।
जी
ये शायद। अब बताएं, पहले भी ये हिला था
जी।
देखें, ये शायद। अब बताएं,
खुरम एक
Lastly, a strange voice is heard, then the standing fan is seen turning around by itself. While no one was around, how could that be possible? From an unknown source, which states a strange noise was disturbing them in the middle of the night, which woke them up. But as they left their room to check, this is what they caught. From the kitchen, there can be seen a white lady figure moving quickly. Whether a hoax or real, you decide. Trying to record a little recording for her title on TikTok, this girl from Indonesia decides to do it from outside her house, but she never realized that she managed to record something quite strange. Have a sight. There can be seen a figure that radiates a very bright light as if it is shining. If you notice it at the very beginning, the light is not noticeable at first, but as it focuses on the place again, we can notice it walking. Comment down what you might think it is. Another weird clip shared by a TikTok user, which claims to have caught a UFO abduction, as he states. As the man was sitting on the left, his partner seems to vanish in mere seconds. With that effect, the man too is pushed off of his chair. Whether this is edited or something genuine, that's up to you to decide. Lastly, a Reddit user who state, "What is this orb? This is my cousin's Ring camera video, and it alerted her of movement when it happened. She lives in a very rural area and no cars were driving by. I'm skeptical but can't tell what it is. Strange white orb with 2 lines are seen. Whether if it is fault in the lens or a spider web or bug, you decide. That's it for today. Subscribe Mr. 5X for more.